3 reasons why the narcissist never hoovered you and why this time they actually won't be back. Part 3. To recap the first 2 reasons, the first reason was they found a better supply. One that in their eyes provides sex, supply, services, and safety, and they no longer need you anymore. If they are able to hang on to that new main supply, you of course will never get hoovered and they'll never come back to you. Reason number 2 was you created a narcissistic injury in them, or maybe even a narcissistic mortification that was so terrible. Literally, you took all their supply from them. Maybe you got them fired from their job, exposed them for the cheating at the church with the other woman, the other man. In any case, you publicly humiliated them and you took all their supply away from them. You may have cost them their home, their car. There's many things that could have happened. Reason number 3, it's literally a safety issue. Everyone wants to be safe, and that includes the narcissist. Now, when the narcissist left you, I'm sure they didn't leave you in a good way. Most of the time, they're really good at destroying people's lives. So they may have left you with no money, may have left you with no car, they may have made you homeless, destroyed you emotionally, I'm sure. And when I hinted at safety yesterday being the 3rd reason, somebody commented that they thought that meant, well, you don't have anything, they took it all, so it's not safe to be with you anymore. But honestly, that is all supply. Anything that a narcissist gets from you, just think like acts of service. When I say service, that is just, money, favors, things like that. When I say safety is the reason, that 3rd reason that they might not come back, that is what I mean, safety. Maybe you threatened them. Maybe you did something really crazy. If you're a borderline, I know that when something really bad happens, you guys are highly emotional, just like me. I'm a BPD also. And when a narcissist abandons a BPD, it usually ain't pretty on either side. It also not be safe to hoover you or come back because maybe you called the police on them, or maybe you got a restraining order, or it's going to make them look bad. So it could cause them even more narcissistic injury, so they're not coming back. Now, safety is also hugely important to a borderline too. If you did something that they no longer feel safe around you, don't feel safe being with you, they're not coming back. And if they hoover you at all, it'll be from a distance, and it'll be just to get something from you, like money or a favor. One more thing that you have to keep in mind with number 3 here is that all cluster Bs have double standards. So it really doesn't even matter what they did or didn't do to you, or what you did and didn't do to them. They're literally only going to see their side of it. So for example, for instance, if you had lost your job, lost your home, lost your car, lost a bunch of money, or they stole a bunch of money from you or anything like that, that's forgiven and forgotten in their eyes. So basically, if you did anything towards the end of your relationship, or when it was winding down, anything that caused them a narcissistic injury or somehow made them feel unsafe, they're not going to take into account that they did the same thing to you. So you don't get a pass. If you cause them a narcissistic injury at the end, or you mortify them in some way at the end, they are now afraid of you, they are now hurt by you, damaged by you, and they're not coming back, guys. There is one more element to the 3rd reason that they won't hoover you and that they won't be back, which we now know is safety. And this is an element that does not apply to neurotypical people or normies. But this element of safety has to do with a different kind of safety. And what I mean by that is that borderlines, narcissists, cluster Bs in general, we literally have a rage inside us. We have episodes, as everybody knows. Both borderlines and narcissists do this, and psychopaths, we all do it. We need a safe place to get that out. If you are no longer a safe space for us to occupy when we want to rage and get rid of our anxiety, because that's where it comes from. When we get angry, when we get depressed, when we get upset, that means things aren't working out very well for us in our life at that particular moment. And when it comes to a BPD, that moment could be all the time. So they need that emotional regulator. They need you, and they need somebody who is safe. So if you have acted out on them in a more violent, angry way than you have in the past, or you did anything that made them feel unsafe in general, they sure won't feel safe to act out around you. So when I say safety, I also mean we need a safe space, quite honestly, dump our shit on. That job's been delegated to the new supply, folks. God bless them. Anyway, real talk. Catch you on the next one.